Solas is an autism-specific class, which at the moment caters for 12 boys aged between 5 and 10. We're applying to the version 1 Community Trust for the €5,000 grant in order to pay for speech and language therapy and occupational therapy.
Tig is 5.5 years old, and we noticed at quite a young age that Tig wasn't talking. So just before his 2nd birthday, we went to a doctor and he gave us the diagnosis that we didn't want.
All my hopes of what I wanted him to be, you know, were gone. Like I went in with this child and then left with a different type of child. You know what I mean? I remember crying in the car park thinking, will he ever get married? Will he ever have children? Will he have a girlfriend? Will he be bullied? Bullied was my main thing. Like, it's very emotional even thinking about it. You know, what would happen? What would his future be?
He can't tolerate noise. He won't socially integrate with his class, and yet for him to achieve his milestones in life, he has to learn to integrate.
Yeah.
He wouldn't know how to approach anybody. He doesn't know how to approach people to ask them to play with him or any of that. So the simple childish stuff that children just naturally do, he doesn't know how to do it.
Tig doesn't talk, so he can't tell me if he's in pain. He can't tell me what happened in school today. He can't tell me what's wrong.
Solas has made a huge difference to Kyle. He is such a happy child there. He loves going to school, he loves his friends, he loves the teachers.
His teacher Vivian, like, she really noticed straight away, she just really got him. And that in itself was such a relief, to get to be with somebody that understands and is able to help your child.
The day he came in from school and sang head, shoulders, knees and toes. I mean, like, he has the most beautiful voice. I knew he had. I never thought I'd hear him talk.
We have a lovely building here which was provided by the Department of Education and Science, but unfortunately we have no funding towards occupational therapy and speech and language therapy services, which are really badly needed.
We as teachers are not qualified in the areas of speech and language or occupational therapy. If we could liaise with the experts in these areas, we feel that we could give these boys a much better service and a much more comprehensive service, which we believe that the children deserve.
I have 4 children with autism and they all fall differently on the spectrum, and all of the children were diagnosed that they all said in all of their reports they would need continuous occupational therapy and speech and language. So far to date, none of these services have been offered.
If Owen doesn't get the help now, what's he going to, you know, is he going to be more of a recluse? Is he going to not be able to walk into a shop and in case someone will talk to him, you know, stand and waiting on a bus if there's people in it? Is he going to just stand there because he won't get on because there's noise, there's people?
The intention would be to get full assessments for 3 of the boys in the area of speech and language and 6 assessments in the area of occupational therapy, which we badly need. Once those assessments have been undertaken, we would then plan to use the remainder of the money to fund a 3-month intensive programme in the areas of both speech and language and occupational therapies.
My biggest thing with all of my children, and specifically Nathan, is I want them to be independent. I want them to be able to do things for themselves and not completely rely on other people to do it. So the more I feel that he gets now, the better the outcome when he gets older.
Everyone wants the best for your child and for them to be whatever they can be or the best they can be. But some people need help.
It's absolutely brilliant that the likes of the version 1 Community Trust can hopefully provide places like Solas with the funding to bring in the specialists that are required.
Nothing has happened for Tig other than Solas. So for us, it just would mean everything. If Tig could tap into these services at this age, it would just mean everything to the family.